Alright, so if anyone's waiting on the video from actually going to slash being at the Classic Hondas on the Dragon meet, sorry to say there's not going to be one because unfortunately, due to just kind of being in a rush as it is anyway, I forgot pretty much all my GoPro mounts. My GoPro battery was mostly dead when I got back from California. My reel camera was completely dead, wouldn't even turn on, so I couldn't even take any decent pictures while I was there. I did get a few shots, like one little clip and you know, a few little pictures here and there. I'll go ahead and post those up right now. That's like all I took while I was there. So honestly, you're not missing out on a whole lot. I mean, it was basically just like almost a stock HF CRX, even down to the suspension and wheels on the Dragon. So I wasn't exactly setting any time records or anything like that, but I was just, you know, I was just cruising, enjoying my time. And honestly, those 165 tires handled a lot better than I even expected them to. Right now, I'm in this giant Toyota Tundra. My friend's loaning me, so I left my CRX with him in Charlotte, and he loaned me this because I am currently on the way down to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, for a show called Klean Exibition, and I got my FD RX7 entered in that. So I would have just driven it there, but unfortunately the trans is blown up, so can't really do that. But it does drive the way it is. It's just it makes a racket, and it's doesn't exactly feel good on you, but. I'm towing it there right now. I got a full-size trailer I'm borrowing from another buddy, and it's about a 4.5 hour drive currently. I'm about an hour into it, so unfortunately I wasn't able to get any kind of video out before I went to kind of let everyone know I'm going to be there. But you know, if you're able to stop by and you see me there, you know, I guess that's just good luck for you. But I got it all cleaned up and ready to go, so do a quick little video of the Klean Exibition show, and hope you enjoy. after a very eventful weekend, whole lot of driving involved, lots of time in the car shows, hanging out with friends, I made it back home, the RX7 safe and sound at my house in my driveway, and I even got my HF CRX back way over in the backyard right now. So while I had that truck that I used to tow my RX7 down to Myrtle Beach, I was actually loaning this out to a friend, and between the two of us, over the past about 3 weeks, we've put over 3,000 miles on this car, and it's done almost perfectly, honestly. The one of the heater core hoses has a little bit of a leak. It's basically like completely superficial, but something I'm gonna have to change whenever I pull the engine back out, because I do still intend to put the HF motor back in this thing as soon as I get it back, and it seems like the machine shop is almost done with it at this point. So you can look forward to that. That's going to be a video coming up. I'm also going to paint those fenders, not those ones, but you know, I'll paint the fenders that go to this car and paint my hatch, actually get this car finished completely, and then we're going to be moving on to some other things. And kind of the reason I'm filming this whole part is to kind of talk about the, I guess, the future of my channel, because most of you probably don't know, but for those of you that do, I mean, this is no news, but I am, if you don't know, currently active duty Navy at shore duty right now, and I'm going to be getting out here in about 7 months. Obviously there's going to be a lot of stuff, hassle involved in that process, but once I do get out, I'm planning on moving from my house here back to my house. Well, not to my house, I don't have a house to move to just yet, but I do plan on moving back home to Tennessee and taking pretty much everything here with me. So the next 6 or so months of my channel may get a little repetitive, because I'm basically just going to be working on finishing some kind of backlog projects. I want to finish that, get it at least I need to finish this thing enough to get it rolling with doors and hood and everything on it. If I don't get it all painted, it's not the end of the world, but I need to finish that. I need to finish this. This is going to remain a roller. I gotta get my Tahitian green K-Swap CRX back to driving usable condition, because right now it has a stripped out oil pan drain plug, because for no reason whatsoever it just stripped out super easily last time I was doing an oil change on it. Luckily everything else about it is in pretty good shape aside from needing to be cleaned up. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this thing, honestly. I'm trying to sell this right now. Those belong to a friend. That belongs to a friend. That yellow RX7 is pretty much good enough to tow, and then a little bit needs to be done to this car to kind of get it ready. And then I'm probably going to sell that Crescent in the backyard too. But yeah, so over the next 6 months or so, it's basically going to be a whole lot of painting, because I need to kind of get stuff around here cleaned up, ready to move, because I've got currently 10 cars. You may notice my Subaru is missing. I actually just sold that today, so I don't think that's gonna bring tears to too many of your eyes, honestly. Those videos got ignored for the most part. But yeah, so just a little bit of news for you there. So this is gonna be the next project that I'm working on, because it's gonna be relatively quick. This is an 85 Cressida. It belongs to my best friend. He's had it since I've known him, and this is not his first car, but the first car, pretty much like the first like actual like well done car he's ever done. He had a I think a Corolla or something before this that was like, didn't really work out for him, but he brought me this car because it's, the whole time it's been in his possession, it's kind of had a bit of a paint issue. So these aren't the original fender or hood, but this side fender, doors and everything are, and it's kind of been just been like really dull faded out paint from where it was parked for so long before he got it. And it's got some rust around the sunroof, so I'm going to be repainting this whole car for him to get it all uniformly, just all one color. So I'm going to do it pretty, not really basic, but kind of basic. I'm basically just going to take off the doors and the trunk lid so I can do the jams there, and then I'm going to put them back on after I do the jams and respray the whole outside of the car all in one shot. With the bumpers off, I'll do the bumpers last because my garage is just a little too short for it, but that's what's coming up next. And then we're gonna go pretty hard in the paint onto those two cars. And those might honestly be the last two major projects that I do at this house, if I even am able to get them both done. Like I said, I do really need to get that CRX done, the green one. That's another project for a friend. And it's a little more involved, well, a lot more involved than the Cressida, but I've got about like I said, 6 or 7 months to get 2 or 3 car projects done. If nothing else, I need to get that one back as a roller, and I'm gonna be moving out of here. And honestly, I'm not 100% sure where life is gonna take me after that point, so I don't 100% know if my channel will even still kind of be in existence after. I mean, it will be. Like, I'm still going to be doing car stuff. I have no plans whatsoever of quitting doing the stuff I love and enjoy doing, but it may slow down. You know, there may be a whole lot less project videos, probably more or less switch to more like track videos slash, I don't want to say vlog. I'm probably never going to turn it into a vlog channel or anything like that, but yeah. So the next few months are going to be kind of like Groundhog's Day. We're going to be painting a car, and then we're going to be putting an engine in a car, and then we're going to be painting another car, putting an engine in that car. So hopefully it doesn't get too boring. I'm going to try to make it as interesting as I possibly can, but yeah, there's a lot of work to do, a very short amount of time, so I'm not 100% sure how interesting I'm going to be able to make anything with the fuck with whatever I've gone. So those are about the last few things you can expect here. If you want to buy a 87 Toyota Cressida that's running and driving, let me know. If you want to buy a 1991 CRX shell with a whole bunch of parts that go with it, let me know. And I might even sell that 84 RX7. To be honest, I'm not really sure I want to mess with it anymore with how little time I have left. But anyway, yeah, there's soon to be some pretty big changes going on around here after I get these next few projects knocked out. So hope most of you stick with me for that time, and you know, we'll see where life takes me after that. But I'm still gonna be doing car videos. I'm still gonna be doing work on my cars, still be making cars here and there, but things may slow down quite a bit. I'm not 100% sure yet. So until then, appreciate you guys watching. Leave a like if you wouldn't mind, and I hope to see you next time.